Funny, all that reminds of the sun's inflated ego is that statue. Expecting someone else? You're lucky that Blondie over there seems to be here on her own terms. Otherwise I wouldn't have bothered to say hello. Let's get straight to the point. Sarah dropped the news that Marcus is dead. Care to tell the full story? And you have no connection to the Mercs? Or to Purity? You just walked into the town one day and got involved in this mess. Well, I still don't trust you, but I'll leave your fate to Matari. Now walk with me. Try anything and you'll have to deal with more than just the four of us. At ease, ladies.
Freya, Matari instructed that you bring only the Pender daughter.
Change of plans.
You brought the stranger with you? Are you out of your mind?
She had quite an interesting story. She might be worth keeping around.
Mistress, what are your orders? Surely we can't leave this woman alive. Not anymore.
I have faith in Freya's judgment. The stranger may stay.
See, Melody? Just because you've moved up in rank doesn't mean your decisions are on par with mine. Now, let's get on with this. Mistress, the stranger has confirmed an attack on Jonstead, spearheaded by the heroes of Nirn. Under direct orders by Project Purity, they were successful in killing Master Pinder. Commander Boska escaped. Our savior here managed to secure the safety of the town's citizens and foil their second objective, to capture Kasha Pinder.
That explains the low number of mercs reported by our scouts near Fort Pazarath. They were busy dealing with the town.
The loss of Marcus will damage morale amongst the veterans, but we can manage. As of this moment, I am assuming the position of leader of our organization. Your ranks will remain as they are.
Wait! What about my mother? Where is she?
Your mother is dead. She was stationed at Fort Pazarath during the attack. There were no survivors.
No, not her too.
Melody, attend to her.
Yes, mistress.
Leave us, Freya. Inform the others of the news and have Tarius prepare a room for two. We can speak privately about the situation later.
Are you sure? Yes, mistress.
Dragonborn. No person of your caliber escapes my attention. The others fail to recognize you, but I do. Your aura, your demeanor, is of a magnitude I have not sensed for a very long time. You will receive your answers. First, I would like to congratulate you on succeeding where we failed. Our organization was founded in order to protect the Pinder family. Marcus may have been killed, but you ensured the safety of his daughter. The surprise attack on Fort Pazarath prevented us from sending any sirens to defend Jonestead. We lost a significant portion of our forces. Fort Pazarath was our only stronghold in Skyrim besides this palace. It is off the eastern coast, isolated and heavily fortified. Pazarath shares a similar history to this palace. It belonged to Purity before being abandoned. It is now theirs once again. Besides what Marcus may have told you, there is little that we know. The Project Purity of today is certain to have motivations far different from the Purity that existed 200 years ago. The current one is a spiritual successor, carrying only the name and the resources. It is next to impossible to gather intelligence on an enemy that has remained in the shadows for so long. However, we do have information on the mercenary group that you encountered in Jonestead and its commander. The Argonian comes from a wealthy family. His entire inheritance went into the formation of the Heroes of Nirn. Service records of the men in the company portray them in a positive light. Collectively, the company has seen action in every province. Their contracts usually consist of defending villages from bandits and carrying out reconnaissance for whoever they believe is fighting for justice. Hence their name. I have provided you all the major details about the two forces that are conspiring against us. Everything else is conjecture based on scout reports. That will be enough talk, Dragonborn. The Pinder daughter is in need of comfort over the loss of her mother. I believe only you can help with that matter. Good. Before you leave, I have requested that a room be made available for the two of you. I have further business that should be discussed over dinner in the presence of company. Speak with Tarius the butler in the dormitory lobby and he will show you to your room. It would be wise for you and Kaja to get some sleep in the safety of this palace. For the time being, I am asking that Kaja remain here, although you are free to come and go as you please. You are dismissed.
Matari let you live. I'm surprised. I passed by Blondie in the lobby, moping. I'm having trouble believing she's a Pinder. Whoa, did I hit a nerve? Feeling a little angry? Maybe we can settle our differences with our hands? Oh no, I wasn't talking about a fight. I was thinking we should take this to my bedroom. You really bought that? Wow, even the assassins could come up with something more convincing. You know what? You're fun. I'll let you go on about your business. See you around. Talk to you later.
I'll leave you two alone.
Hey, Melody and I were just talking. So we're getting a room? That's nice. What did Matari say? Anything about my mother? That's okay. I'm sure you had more important things on your mind. Good idea. There's a few things I'd like to talk to you about. In private.
Ah, the visitors. I am Terius, the Siren's butler. Please, let me show you to your room. This is your room, madam. I will be in the lobby if you need anything. Have a good night.
I was hoping for something a little more cozy. This place feels so... empty. I'm glad I'm not the only one. In that room with Matari, I felt so uncomfortable. It was so cold and dark. I felt like I was alone, yet you were all there with me. And when I heard about my mother, I had to leave. I can't believe it. First my father, now my mother? A mother I never knew. Thanks! You've been quite helpful so far. A friend? Thank you. Remember that we have the Sirens on our side. They'll help out, I think. I didn't mean to sound judgmental. We just got here. I can't help but feel disappointed, you know? How Matari and Freya reacted? First impressions, I guess, can say a lot. I expected them to feel like I did. Maybe more. About my father. I wanted them to. To know that my father didn't sacrifice his entire life only to not be respected by the thing he created. Yet they seemed so dismissive of him. It didn't even affect them. I wonder if my father distanced himself too far from the Sirens so he could be with me. But then that would mean he made a mistake. The Sirens are more important in the end. They were his family. Maybe he put a little too much effort raising me, but that's not the point. I'm concerned about the Sirens' motivations. Do you think if their fortress hadn't been attacked, they would still be helping us? Would my father's death have been enough to motivate them into continuing the fight? I need to know they're doing this to protect others and not for vengeance. Yes, but we can never know for sure. I want to ask you something. You're my guardian and I'm your maid, but I need to be something more. For my father, I want to join the Sirens, to make sure my family isn't forgotten if we win this war. Really? Wow, thank you. I was afraid it would take a lot more to convince you. No problem. I'll practice every day to make sure that never happens. I know, but with your support, it will be a lot easier. I'll bring it up during dinner with Matari. Back me up, okay? Don't let them make you second-guess yourself. I won't. Anyway, I was thinking of getting some sleep. I'll do my share of exploring some other time. I do want to check out how the Sirens train, and hear their advice. Get an idea on what to expect if they do accept me into their ranks. But you should go out and have some fun. Take a break from adventuring for once. I'm sure there's plenty to see down here, and interesting people to talk to. Just don't hang around on the upper floors. Unless you're into the sort of things that go on up there. Oh, I know. We need to stick together in places like that. I won't take up any more of your time. Let me know when you want to go to bed so I can get dressed. We have a big day ahead of us. Don't stay out for too long. Ready to get some sleep? I am. Okay, just give me a minute to change to my sleepwear. Stay over by the door. No peeking! This shouldn't take too long. All I need is a nice evening gown and we can finally get some rest. I wanted to ask you something. When we first met back in the warehouse at Jonestead, I was arguing with Bosco, remember? I made such a fool of myself by thinking I could make him see reason. It was so embarrassing to have you see me fail. So I'm wondering, why are you allowing me to join the Sirens? We haven't known each other for very long. Cleaning houses isn't what your ordinary warrior does for a living. And this outfit isn't exactly standard issue armor. You believe in me? But why? I don't know what to say. Yes. No point in letting the night go to waste. Or day. What time is it anyway? Go ahead and shut off the lights. Pleasant dreams. Thanks! This is such a wonderful day. We're here to get married, silly. That's very funny. But I am.
At last you have arrived, child. Are you prepared to commence your long-awaited wedding ceremony? Then you are only a friend that should play along, for her sake. Fine, leave. I said leave. Then perhaps fate has decided that you are to be married after all. Your defiance is amusing. If there was a key, then you'll have to look for it yourself. Now, either leave me be, or ask to continue this wedding as planned. Have you decided to submit and marry as planned? You will not prevail.
You mustn't leave.
Interesting. I was so certain that she would have... You are not supposed to be here, Dovahkiin.
Easy there. You're in Euphoria Palace, our dorm room. Are you okay? Do you want me to get some water? I'm not sure. At first I thought you were restless, but then you started struggling violently in bed. Freya was nearby. I asked her for help and she ran off to get someone. What do you mean? Hey, wait. Something happened. Do you want to talk about it? Where did you go? And what did you see? Oh, did you, Oh, you did? Did you realize that nothing that was happening was real? I'm glad you saw through the lies. Because I didn't.
The hero has awoken. A person you can truly call an ally, yet remains in the audience, a silent observer. You've spoken to her on Nirn, and she's spoken to you in the Void, the same being broken into two. I of course speak of Matari. You know her as the new leader of Serenity's Sirens. But her significance to this world surpasses the factions and conflicts that have formed around her. My master would like you to know that we are watching and waiting for the results of your actions. We know how it must end, but perhaps something will be left so that we may meet again. I cannot answer that. These riddles are what's keeping you free from her unrestrained influence. You must play this dangerous game of pretend. Follow Matari's every command and suggestion. Have her believe that you are her puppet. And when the moment comes when you are one step away from death, you will know what must be done. You cannot kill what isn't alive, but you can certainly try. And you can make her feel fear. Keep this knowledge in the back of your mind. Offer the slightest hint of hesitation or displeasure in Matari's presence, and she will discover our little secret. Trust us, and the worst that will happen is that you will lose the approval of the Sirens. Trust Matari, and you risk damning countless realms. You're a hero, no matter what anyone may tell you. Only a fool would choose the path of self-destruction. There's one last thing you should know before I leave. There are heroes on both sides of this war between Purity and the Sirens. The one called Baska is set on a similar path to destroy his own masters. Leave him be, and Purity will unravel from within. Will you? He certainly won't. Now that the two of you have met, he's come to admire you as a fellow hero. Use that to your advantage. You'll realize that a part of him will always be holding back. I must return to my companions. May we meet again after skies divide. Dovahkiin.
What's up? Just on time. Let's get going.
What can I do for you?